welcome to the Most Wicked podcast anywhere. This is your host, Wicked Sarah. Hit the subscribe button below, ring our bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. And peace, love, and rock and roll, y'all. So, hell, y'all, this is Saturday, y'all. How's it going? How's your Saturday going, baby? I don't know why, but I feel like doing a Wolfman Jack kind of thing here. Ow! But yeah, that for the Wolfman, baby. Gonna reach your record high. So we're in the process of doing some remodeling, and I will explain that more in future videos and future podcasts. Uh, right now, all our podcasts are gonna be video. Progression forward, all of our podcasts will be video. At some point, we will have video and audio for the podcast. But right now, it's just video. Um, in the process of doing some remodeling. Wicked Lee brings the concepts of flow. And there are a lot of different aspects considering the concept of flow. And when you think about the concept of flow, you have to be fluid, you have to be flexible, you have to be willing to grow. You know, because you're not in a bubble. So there is going to be rain that's going to add to water of life and make it flow faster because of the volume that increases. And so you have this whole fluidity concept and ideal behind it. And thus and therefore, we will be moving on and we will be doing, as Wicked Lee states, that, you know, it is designed to be added onto. It is designed to constantly evolve, and be better than what it was. And in our moving forward in that direction, we have decided that there needs to be a certain amount of remodeling done. And that's what we're working on now. I will skip back to my scheduled routine of producing and releasing a video a day. There will be times when the video release will be pre-recorded. So yes, I'm going to get into the habit of recording 2 videos a day so that I have content to release on a daily basis in the event that life happens. You have storms that you are not in control of, And as a result, that is the reason that I haven't been releasing videos on a daily routine is because there is presently a storm in my life that I am navigating, and it affects myself. Actually, the storm that is presently in my life is affecting my whole family, the whole family. And I'm learning from it. And as a result, I'm expanding and remodeling Qigongli. I don't know how much I am going to reveal of this particular storm that is in my life, but at this moment, there has been a series of small storms that have come along the last 3 or 4 months, and they have merged to make a megastorm, and we are now, as a family, navigating that megastorm. And right now, this is about as much as I want to go into that. Some of it is sensitive. Some of the information of what's occurring is sensitive. It doesn't need to be spread all over the place. And then other information is not nearly as sensitive, but needs to be handled correctly in how it is presented and how it is released. It needs to be done correctly because doing it incorrectly can cause too many situations that would not be productive. So, we're in the middle of remodeling Wicced. We are in the middle of remodeling the church. Not the physical church, because we don't have a physical place for worship right now. Our church is online. We are going, one of the remodeling processes is that we are rebranding the church. The music that we release, if we release any new music, it won't be rebranded at this moment. We are developing a path that could allow us to, or not could, but will allow us to rebranding the name that we released music as. and it'll provide more congruity. So, you know, stick around. Same Wicked time, same Wicked channel, same Wicked one, baby. So, you know, uh, I'm gonna get back to putting the Book of Shadows into bite-sized chunks for everybody. We are continuing to develop the Rocker Syndicate program. That's one of the branding changes that we are making. The Rocker program is now being rebranded as Rocker Syndicate. There's a lot of reasons behind that. I'll explain that. And yes, Rocker Syndicate is the branding and the name that we are in the process of developing and bringing forth. I am going to become more open and I'm going to discuss more on how to navigate life. I'm going to discuss more on how to walk the wicked path and what walking the wicked path can mean to you. And we're also increasing our price on a number of things. We are a church. However, we do not believe that asking donations so that we can continue providing the services that we provide, we do not believe that asking for donations is the correct avenue for that. We do not believe that a church should be considered a nonprofit organization because a church is a for-profit organization. They earn an income. They earn a profit. Donation, tithing, whatever you want to call it, it is a church's income. It is a church's profit. And it's utterly ridiculous. Not just because it's deceptive, it's very deceptive. It's a very deceptive practice. I don't know why nobody's ever questioned this deceptive practice. I don't know why the federal government hasn't stepped in and investigated this further as a deception because the tithing and donation that and being called a nonprofit organization, that's all real sketchy. There's a lot of gray area there that I just cannot support. So I don't. That's why we don't ask for donations. That's why we don't ask tithing. If you want to support the work that we do. If you want to support services that we provide to other people, we ask you to buy merchandise because when you tithe or you make a donation to a church, you think about it. You're paying for somebody else to be able to have access to that church's service. A church is in the service business. Any church, I don't care what church it is, it provides a service. See, now, and that's where a lot of it comes down to. That's what a lot of it comes down to. If you look at this as a service business, then there's a lot of legalities that you have to look at. That Rocker Syndicate has and is pouring through and making sure that it's as ambiguous, no, that it is not ambiguous is which we want to eliminate this gray area that the federal government is afraid to get entangled with because in America we have freedom of religion and the government is only allowed to have a very limited hands-on with. And that's fine. That's the way it should be. However, at this point, when you tear it down and you look at it piece by piece, there are a lot of questions. And this all churches in America, and in actuality, all churches across the globe, every church in this world is playing in this gray area. Successfully, I might add. I mean, the Vatican, wow, you know, they make a boatload of money. Catholic Church, certain, a lot of other denominations that have made, you know, that they're making in the millions, and they're these mega churches. They're operating successfully in this gray area, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. And I will not play that game. I will not play in this gray area. Straight up forward. That's the way I am. We, every church, doesn't matter the denomination, offers a service. That makes churches that makes churches a service orientated industry. Now, I have been Through the course of my life, I have been many things. Okay. So if somebody asks me to say, for instance, lay tile, well, how much can you donate? We'll call it a donation. If you donate $3,000, then I'll lay the tile for you. And then another person comes along saying that I need tile laid also, but I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm barely making it. This tile really needs to be replaced. Well, no big deal. Somebody over here gave me a major lump sum, and therefore I'll be able to provide this service for you without you making, without you having to pay for it. This person over here is going to pay for your tile to be replaced. How does that make any sense? Common sense, people. Not that I'm trying and I can't remember his name now, but yeah, wake up, America. Maybe I'll be the new Wake Up America person because, we as Americans, we really do need to wake up. I can't think of his name. It's right at the tip of my tongue. It's right there. Oh, what's his name? Anybody out there help me? Anybody out there know what his name is? Wake up, America. But yeah, and I suppose his name is Rob Finnerty. I suppose he was the host of Wake Up America. I think that's the one that I'm thinking of. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh well, anyway, you know, I've heard several of his stuff. I don't remember what. The only thing that's ever stuck out in my mind was that phrase, "Wake up, America." And anybody that is watching this podcast, if you could put it down in the comment section what the guy's name was, 'cause I can't remember his name. Is "Wake up, America." I said Rob Finnery or whatever his name is, but I don't think it was him originally. I think the guy I'm thinking of was older. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, as you can see, as you could tell, ah, yeah, things are going in a different direction. I will give listen back to this but I seem to be less restrained. I seem to be less compressed. I am speaking like I'm not worried about waking anybody. And that's because I'm not anymore. And that's a good thing. As I said, you know, there's a storm right now in my life. I'm navigating it. I'm learning something new. I'm adding it to Wicked Li, what I am learning that is new. Thus and therefore, Wicked Li is growing like it was designed to do. And the decision to rebrand was a decision that was met with hesitation and great pause. With everything that has come to this point, I believe we are taking the correct direction. But I'm keeping my eyes open because, you know, storms happen. Sometimes what we think is the correct action actually turns out to be the incorrect action. So we'll find out what happens between point A and point B when we finally come to this moment of remodeling. There will be a lot of moments of remodeling as the church continues to move forward. As long as the church remains, it will constantly go through periods of remodeling because that's the way it's designed. That's the way Wicked Li is designed. It's designed to continually be remodeled and rethought and new concepts brought in, new learning, new things to learn, new things to teach. And it's meant to continually grow in a positive direction. We are looking at better improvement because, you know, and I say it that way, look, better improvement because you can improve on something only to discover that you improperly or incorrectly improved on it, and then it just comes crumbling down. The new addition just comes crumbling down. So you want to make sure the new addition is solid and it's not going to come crumbling down. And that's why this process is probably going to take some time because we want to ensure that the new addition is as strong, as capable. It can add to making the remainder structurally sound as we move forward. And as we move forward, I will admit, as we move forward with the direction that we're going, we are going have a hard road to walk because if you ain't in the right place, this isn't going to be for you because you have to be at the right place in your life, in your mind, everything. You have to be at the right place to accept what fine. If you're still half in and half out, you're not going to walk the wicked path. If you're full on in, you will walk the path and you will see your life change better. You have to be full on in to get the benefits of walking the wicked path. So I'm running right a little bit over 30 minutes. So I'm going to cut this here. Don't forget Casey. Keep feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Peace, love, and rock and roll, y'all.